Here we go, y'all. YN Pred accidentally meets young girl and gets arrested. We're on Skeeter Jean and we're finna get into the video. Hold on, let me close this door.
Right now we're waiting on this guy to show up here. His name is Yusuf. He's 26 years old. He does practice the Muslim religion. Now he's been pretty dodgy with what he wants to do. He wants to watch movies, cuddles.
I can't remember his name, but he was in another video and that video he was funny. So I hope this is probably gonna be a good video.
And whatever happens next. I don't know what he meant by that. What do you think he meant by that? What he wants to do. He wants to watch movies, cuddles, and whatever happens next. I don't know what he meant by that. What do you think he meant by that?
I mean, he's probably not gonna be playing chess, you know?
Probably not.
Come in, it's cold.
Like this?
Yeah. I was gonna play Twister. Do you wanna play?
Twister?
Have you ever played?
Nah, I'm not that flexible though.
We'll see.
Yeah.
And then put your right foot on green. Okay, right hand on that green right there.
How's it going, Yusuf? You here to bust a wide open for? Go ahead and have a seat right there, Yusuf. Yusuf?
Hold on a minute. This one's a little too hot for YouTube, but it's not too hot for SkeeterJean.locals.
Can you do that though? Because if you keep him in there, that's entrapment, isn't it?
Community today.
Minneapolis. Meet 21-year-old Daniel. He's a YN from Minneapolis,
Oh, that's not this episode, bro. What the hell?
Minnesota. And today, he came to our sting house to meet up with our adult decoy. But there's one thing. Daniel is talking to just so many hoes across various dating apps that today, he accidentally met up with the wrong one. Or so he claims. Were you confused about something? Did you forget the age that she told you? You were talking to a bunch of people? But unfortunately, the Chaska Police Department weren't believing a word of Daniel's story. And of course, all of Daniel's actions led me to ask him one hard-hitting question. Really, nigga? It really is a shame to see a
Do they
YN
not have a mic on him? Because I can't hear nothing he's saying.
out here doing a thing like this. Go ahead and grab your bag of popcorn because we've got a lot to get into on this episode of To Skeet a Predator. Alright, so right now, this guy's going to be here in the next couple minutes. He's 21 years old. His name is Daniel. Thinks he's coming here tonight to meet I believe it's a girl. Says that he wants to give her some, is what it looks like here. Yeah, so there's not too much to go over here. We're going to ask him some questions when he gets here. And, we're just trying to find out what our boy Daniel is all about. He's here.
I just saw him pull up, but he just went around the corner. Hello?
Yeah. So, which house is it?
I'm right here at the door.
What?
Hi. Hi. You have a nice car.
Wait, so this is the video? Like, what's going
My
on?
dad's car.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and we got into an accident. So, some guy hit us. So, yeah,
Really?
yeah.
How are you doing? I'm good. I wanted to play Twister.
You can.
Have you ever played?
Shit. Probably like once before.
Oh, okay. I play where like,
Oh no, this is not the same. I'm tweaking. It is the same house and they doing the same thing, but this ain't the same video as they were showing before. I don't think so. Yeah, because it's light outside. It was darker than this. Yeah.
I have like you go first and then you put like all fours down.
Yeah. How do you even play?
I like spin it and then it goes, so like
Red.
your left foot goes on red.
How do you know it's not like this? Like this?
And see, this is one thing. A whole lot of these niggas be so like just push up, just what do you call a pushover? I'm not finna come in the house and then just instantly get the Twister. Baby, let me sit down and get adjusted. Let's have a conversation first. I'll be like, yeah, we can get to that. Excuse me, with a of age girl if I was talking to her. Not no goddamn minor. But I'm saying I'm not finna get straight to Twister. Like, no matter what she said, I'll be like, look, I didn't even come here for all that. Maybe we can get into that. Like, you ain't gonna give me nothing to drink, nothing to eat. You feel me? Like, I just want to chill, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not playing
That's what
Twister.
I put.
But I also wouldn't be with a minor. Nope.
Right hand on blue. Yeah. Left hand on.
Let's switch it. No, you play.
Why?
You play.
Why I gotta play?
I don't want to play.
Fine, I don't want to play anymore.
You don't play anymore?
No.
That's
So what do you
literally
wanna
what
do?
I would have done. I ain't playing this.
We just lay down.
Okay.
Want to lay down?
You just want to
Where?
lay down already.
On my couch.
Well, I can
Is he
tell why
good?
he's getting with a minor, because he obviously ain't got no game. You walked in and then you just letting you look like you don't got no type of confidence. You look like you scared. Like if you doing this with a minor, I don't know what you would do with a girl who's actually your age
Right?
or legal. You know,
What?
That I'm. Okay.
he's not even looking at her.
No.
What?
What?
That I'm. Okay. No. What? You knew that.
Yeah, you know, nigga. Don't try to act like you didn't know.
What? What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm just asking a question. Okay, fine. Let's just watch a movie then.
That's what I'm like, is he
Why are you-
speaking? Like, what is he do? Is he just moving his mouth? Like, what's going
It's so
on?
weird.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What's going on, Daniel? How are you? What's up? You tell me what happened.
Huh? No, I'm good.
What brings you here? You don't know? That's what I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to find out what's happening, what's going on. You tell me what happened. What happened? What brings you here?
Chill.
To chill?
Yeah.
With who?
This person.
With a what?
This person.
Who's that person?
The girl.
A girl.
Yeah.
And how old is that girl?
Don't lie, because she just told
18.
you.
Is that what she told you?
They're on the map.
So she told you 18? Do you want to try again?
What do you mean?
Do you want to try answering the question again? Because,
Answer the question.
well, you know I have the chat log here, Daniel.
What was the channel?
Oh, the chat log. But do you see here, this will be your Snapchat, correct, Daniel? So your picture and everything, your bit emoji.
Oh yeah.
You do say you look older than and so she did tell you she
Okay,
was,
so yeah, he just keeps moving his mouth. Because I'm like, what the is he doing? Is he talking or what?
before it looks like.
What is that?
Yeah, oh, that's right. Were you confused about something? Did you forget the age that she told you?
I didn't even. I'm not gonna lie. It's literally like talking to a bunch of people.
You were talking to a bunch of people?
Yeah, I met her on the app. So
Mm-hmm.
You might take your hand out of your pocket for him.
let's hold my hand.
Just want to make sure you don't have anything on you.
Nothing on there.
Okay. No, I just want to make sure. So you're talking to a lot of people on the app. Looks like one of them may have told you she was. Did you know that you were coming to meet that person here today?
Not gonna lie. I'm like, confused.
You're confused.
Yeah.
I mean, you look awfully confused, but I'm going to try to unconfuse you here. You sent a message via text. Yo, it's Daniel. She says, hey, see what brings you on here. Then you say you want to see more pictures of her. She sends you more. She says she's and then you say putting years old on Badu as decoys. Do you remember saying that?
Hold on, let me run that back one more time.
And then she said, then you say, putting brings you on here. Then you say you want to see more pictures of her. She sends you more. She says she's, and then she said, then you say, putting years old on Badu as decoys. Do you remember saying that? Right here, this line here, Daniel. This is something you typed. Now, why would you type that? What kind of decoys were you talking about?
I'm like lost.
You lost what?
I'm like lost.
You're lost. Yeah. Okay. Your phone number would be, looks like these messages.
That nigga
This
air
is
out his
the
business.
side that you're on. You messaging. You do know how a text conversation works, right? On a phone, on a smartphone. And then this will be her response, just saying, I'm. Then you say, putting on Badu as decoys. And then you called her. Does that make a little more sense the way I just broke it down? You don't remember that. Okay. You say she deleted her account. You say, why are you on Badu if you are? Do you remember saying that?
I'm starting to think like some of these predators are just slow. Because I don't understand what you're doing right here. I guess you're just in shock because you're caught, or you really just act like this. The thing he's doing with his mouth, I'm just assuming that's just something he can't control, but I don't know what he's on. Like, I think some of these predators are just slow nowadays. Like,
I can't really hear you, Daniel. You don't remember that? Any of it? Do you have short-term memory loss, or?
he talking low because the mic's not even picking it up, bro. Usually the mic always pick up what they're saying.
Yeah, somewhat.
Somewhat. Or have you been medically diagnosed with that?
Yeah.
You have?
Wait, what? Hold on.
Do you have short-term memory loss, or?
Yeah, somewhat.
Somewhat. Or have you been medically diagnosed with that?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah, I went to the doctor.
Okay.
Talk about it.
Okay. So you do have short-term memory loss.
You don't like talking about it.
You have short-term memory loss.
Yeah.
Okay. How long has that been going on?
Like since I was young.
Since you were young?
Yeah.
Okay. And how old are you now?
21.
21. And what were your plans when you came here? Who did you think you were meeting?
That's what I mean, I never thought we were on the app.
To this girl.
Yeah.
You talked to this one here on the app.
Yeah, that was the
So that's who you thought you were meeting today, which would be Emily, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what was your plan here when you met her?
I mean, I don't know.
What's that?
No, chill.
I'm Daniel. I
I
can't.
don't know. Just to chill.
You don't know, just to chill. Okay. So you had no idea at any point before we came out here how old she was.
She said in the chat though.
So I assumed she was.
But even when she told you she was,
When did she tell me that?
you want me to go back and show you again? How short term is your memory?
He gonna forget. So you
How
might as well,
short-term is your
Not
memory?
even tell him.
Yeah, not really. I'm talking to like a bunch of people on that.
Talk to a bunch of people. No, I got you. You say here, why are you in Bedu if you are? That's the message there. Just look at that, think about it long and hard. Try to remember that one, that number, okay?
See, my thing is, ain't no way that my memory is that bad that I can't, like, trust me, people remember the texts that they sent because they know they shouldn't have been sending it. So you're gonna remember you sent that shit, I promise.
Can you repeat that back to me?
You know you sent it.
You see it? I just want to make sure you're actually seeing it. Because now when we go forward a little bit, I'm hoping you can remember this. Okay? All right. Now, you do say that she's. And then here, a little later, you say, do you want to meet up? Yeah, you say you want to meet up and do what? And you ask if she wants some DIC. Do you remember that?
That's straightforward.
What's that? You remember saying that? So now why say that to someone that tells you they're...
Not gonna lie. I don't even even realize one message. I'm not even gonna lie.
So you just reply to whatever comes in on your
That
phone.
makes it even worse, bro. What are you doing with your life? You talking about you offering girls dick who you don't even know who you're texting. Of course you know. I guarantee. Well, I don't know. You might offer some fat girl some dick if that's what you want. That's what it seems like. But I'm like what are you doing? What's going through your mind when you're doing this shit? Obviously you lying right now. I'm pretty sure you well aware of what you're doing when you're doing it. You just in shock because you got caught and you don't know what to say. But it's just like, bro, you're not gonna get out of this, so you might as well just admit it. Just stop, just stand on it.
Are you talking to that many women?
Yeah, I was on the app.
On the apps?
Yes,
Okay. So even after she sent you her picture and says she's not sending nudes.
So you just talking to so many girls, you don't even know the age of them. Like, what? If you're talking to so many girls that you can't even keep track of who you're texting, supposedly, and their age, I don't think you should be talking to that many people. Because now look at the situation you're in. If you really just didn't know who you was texting, that makes no sense. She sent a picture of herself to you, so you obviously know. And then she said, I'm her, whatever, 13, 14. You know. Because from right then, you would have just, if you was in your right mind, you would have just stopped talking to her. Then you just go talk to a girl who's of age. Or maybe it seems like all the girls you talking to on the app are underage. So you just like, yeah, they all underage. I didn't know she was 13. This one told me 14. I thought she was 17. Like, still underage.
After you asked her for nudes, you say, I want to meet up and do you want some you don't know who you said that to is what you're saying.
I gotta start using that excuse.
Because you seem to be able to coordinate the address she gave you with her and this house. So you seem to be competent enough to get yourself from, 30 minutes away to this address?
Exactly.
Right.
Because you didn't forget how to get here. You didn't forget how to use your phone to look at the GPS to get to this house. And just as he said, you didn't forget the address. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you're meant to, like you want to pick and choose with the stuff that you forget.
You drove your dad's car?
You drove your dad's car to meet a minor. Wow.
I thought she was 18.
No, you didn't.
I understand,
if
Daniel.
my 21-year-old son did this, I'm gonna whoop his goddamn ass, and then we gonna have a talk. Look, if I don't give a f. You better date somebody that's of age. If you do this again, you getting kicked out of my house, nigga. I ain't going for this. And I'm going to let him know. Well, he wouldn't be doing that already because I'm going to instill in him from young. Okay, kids date kids, adults date adults. Don't be getting on this unless you got some type of mental condition. And if you do, you better tell me so we can just somehow figure that out, okay?
But she did tell you here that she was... Sorry, what was that? Am I sure it's not someone else?
This man, he gonna annoy me.
Yeah, you had her on Snapchat too. You were texting her, then it went to Snapchat. I'm sure this is the same girl. You talk about Wingstop, and then she says it's so good. Then you say, I got something that will taste even better. And then she says, like what? And you say, this.
Oh. You said your dick tastes better than Wingstop?
You remember that? You're basically asking her if she wants to taste your. That's what I'm gathering from it, at least. Is that about accurate, Daniel?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'm just making sure. Well, it might help if you have your phone on you, right?
Yeah.
It might help if we pulled up your Snapchat conversations recently. So if we go to Snapchat, and one of the most recent ones would be that's the girl you heard me today. If you scroll up a little bit, looks like the whole thread is there, Daniel. You say you're here. You called her a little bit earlier, and
It's not.
It's not what?
He was like, I did this.
She's on your friends list, so it looks like we do have the same profile from what's here on your phone. So if we put two and two together, Daniel, it looks like you are here to meet it looks like sex, because you talk about watching movies and you say you also want to
Legitimately thought she was 18.
You thought she was, but she told you she was Daniel. How did you think?
So how do you just assume she's 18 then? Why is that? Why didn't you assume she's 19, 20, 21? You just assume that she's 18, the age where it's safe for you. when she didn't tell you she was 18, she told you she was what, 13, 14? So how do you just assume somebody's 18 when they ain't even tell you that? Like that, and she.
So
I can't.
So you got mixed up with another 18-year-old you're talking to? Well, if that's the case, why even continue a conversation with? First of all, do you?
No, because listen, I had her phone number. Right?
Yeah.
So then I added on Snapchat. I guess I literally forgot I even had his phone number.
You forgot you had her on Snapchat.
Yeah, that was even her because I have like a lot of ads on Snapchat.
Okay. If you look in your Snapchat conversation, you were texting Emily. You said, "I'm here."
Okay, but I'll be honest. I don't even pay attention really to the names.
You don't pay attention to the names of whose house you're going to or anything.
Again, I have like a lot of people at it. I just assumed.
Don't you think that's a little dangerous?
Like, I just want to say, this nigga is so stupid, bro. Because if you really gonna sit here and use this excuse, I don't really even remember people's names. When I told the girl I was here, I didn't even know I was telling her I was here. So if you didn't know that it was her, if you walked in and you originally she even said to you, "Oh, is it cool that I'm 14?" when y'all was on the couch, and you didn't get up and leave at all. So then you got they reinforced it again. And your ass trying to sit there like you stupid or something. You a grown ass man. Anybody gonna go for this? Well, 21 ain't grown as but you growing up to know not to do this. You know?
It is.
To be doing?
It is.
Do you live life on
Dangerous
the
as
edge?
hell.
Or?
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
Like, you walk into the wrong person's house, you black with dreads, you will get killed. Okay. Now I think you should be more, a little bit more safe and not stupid. Nigga talking about something. Oh, I don't even really remember the faces and the names. I just told her I was here and then I just walked in. Yeah.
Thought it was someone else. What about when you video chatted her about an hour ago or so, or a couple hours ago?
Yeah.
Do you remember video chatting her?
Yeah.
So who did you think you were talking to when you were video chatting her?
Like one of the girls on the app.
Just one of the girls. So you didn't know that it was this blonde girl that you'd been talking to. You didn't know it was her? When you were video chatting her, you didn't know it was her, right?
You cannot tell me you supposedly getting so many hoes that you can't even keep track of who you're talking to. If that's the case, then you have a problem. You need to stop talking to that many girls.
You remember the face?
Like,
But you couldn't put an age to the face? Is that what it was?
I'm not even sure if that was.
So let me get it straight. You thought this was the 18-year-old girl you were talking to. Right. So who's the girl that you were talking to? Because you said you were talking to both, and you got it mixed up. So who do you think the was that you were talking to?
I thought it was the phone number.
What phone number?
It was the phone number that I had.
On Snapchat, though. You were talking to her on Snapchat. So.
But I was texting one on the phone number.
Okay.
That's when
Let's see. Yep, right there. You see where she says, "I'm," and then you say the message I referenced before, putting decoys.
Wait, let me see. When was
Oh,
this?
you see right there. If you go to the date, it is whatever that date is right there. Pretty recently, I think, right? Yeah, Tuesday. So pretty recent. You forgot already?
He said, "Oh, I don't remember that." Okay.
If I'm really quite honest, I have like a whole bunch of messages.
You have a whole bunch of
I
messages.
don't really, keep track.
Okay.
Okay. If that's really the case, if you really just got a whole bunch of messages, that don't. You still here. You still here, so it look bad regardless. Even if you accidentally came here to meet the girl, and you didn't even mean to walk into her house, and you didn't mean to tell her that you wanted to lay down with her, and in the text message you didn't mean to tell her that you wanted to give her dick. I get that, but you're still here now, so it's like even if you weren't here, even if you weren't supposed to be here, you came in and it was getting comfortable. You started playing Twister, so it seems like you meant to come here. You know, because I'm pretty sure if I walked into a house and the person who I was coming to meet isn't here, it's somebody else, I'll be like, "Oh, my bad, let me get out." I'm not going to start playing Twister with them and get comfortable in their house. I don't even know that motherfucker, you know?
Do you actually want to be honest, though?
He doesn't.
You do?
Yes.
Well, let's start being honest then, Daniel. Because, I've been listening to your bullshit story for the last 20 minutes. Let's switch it up.
What do you
Let's switch it up.
Switch what up?
Don't bullshit a bullshit, Daniel. We should just tell the truth, don't you think? The truth.
He said the
Of
truth?
why you're here, who you were coming to meet, what you were here to do. Because you and I both know that you knew that you were coming to meet a girl today. Okay? Right, Daniel? Do we want to... You want to drop the act?
Bro, she came in here. She asked me how old I thought she was. I told her, I said, when she was 18.
Mm-hmm. And then what did she say?
Said she was, she said she was.
But what about when you said the decoy thing on the app? What did you mean by that?
Because there's a lot of like weird accounts on.
Weird accounts? Yeah. Well, what's a decoy? What does that mean? What's a decoy?
I don't know. She said she was.
No, this is something you said. You said she might have been a decoy.
Yeah, because she said she was 13, so I was like, okay, so why is she on? I was wondering why.
Bro, speak.
So that must mean she's a decoy?
Oh my God.
Why would she do?
Well, I'm asking you. I mean, what is...
But still, even if she was a 13 or a 14, even if she was a decoy, okay, now you know that. You still came here though? So it's like, regardless, even whatever logic you try to put into the situation, it doesn't make sense because you're here. You keep on trying to act like you forgot or that you didn't know or that she like lied to you about her age. No, you still came here, bro.
How do you come up with the whole decoy thing after she told you she's... What does that mean? You said it, so you must know what it means.
She was on the dude. Thought she was like.
Right, but I'm asking about the word decoy. What does that mean to you? Just that word. Just think about that word alone. Decoy. What's a decoy?
Somebody that's like.
I can't have no son like this, bro. He should get ass whooped.
I'm listening. Someone that's like... Explain it, Dan. You said it, so you must know. What's a decoy?
I mean, I said a lot of things.
I know that. I've read through the whole chat log, Daniel. You talk a big game.
Or like, I don't know, to like, just to set up, I don't know.
To set up someone?
Maybe some type of robbery, I don't know.
Like all right. So you think a would try to rob you?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay, you're using that as an example.
Yeah.
You've just told me that you acknowledged that she was in the messages when you asked if she was a decoy. You asked her to send you a spicy pic. What do you mean by that?
Man, I don't know. I'm like still even like.
Now, what were you saying that again? About the cuddling?
I was saying I was like, because when I came inside, he said, "Is it okay that I'm?" I was becoming kind of lost. Like.
Yeah, when she told you she was, what was your initial thought?
I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, what?
Like you never heard of it before, or like it didn't sound familiar to you at all.
And she asked me how old I said I thought she was 18, because.
Okay. So this whole time up until you got here, you thought she was 18.
Yeah, because
is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because I'm talking to like a whole bunch of different.
Whole bunch of females.
Regardless, even if we know you didn't think she was 18. Even if you did think she was 18, when she got there, okay, so she told you once in the messages she was 14. I don't know if he's saying 14 or 13. It sounds different whenever they bleep it out. Like, I'm just reading the lips, and sometimes it says 14. Sometimes it looks like he's saying 14, sometimes 13. We're just going to say 13. So she told you she was 13 in the messages, and then you replied to that talking about some decoys, like they be putting decoy. I don't even understand what you even said. So I don't know how you so for some reason you still think she's 18. Okay, so you come to her house, and then she you come in, she gets on the couch with you, and she says, so are you know I'm 14 or 13, right? And you still didn't leave. So at this point, it's like even though you might, okay, let's say that in the messages you didn't see that message. I don't know how people pick and choose which messages they want to see. Okay, imagine you didn't see that. She still told you and confirmed it in person, and you didn't leave. So then, okay, your actions spoke for you. You know, like
Just hitting you up. So many that you just can't keep track of them.
I'm hitting them up and talking to them.
Okay.
Then
Now,
you
how
need
many
to
is it that you're
chill.
talking to?
It's a good amount. It's on
I guarantee
different-
you, bro, you chasing all these hoes around underage girls that for one, Jesus Christ, you need to work on your damn self. First of all, what's wrong with you? Something seems like you got something off with your ass. I don't know, you use your dad's car to come here. I hope your dad find out about this and whoop the hell out of you, okay? Cause you 21 doing this, bro. You got a lot more life ahead of you. It's not smart to f it up right now, you know? I'm not saying don't f it up later. I'm saying don't do dumb shit at all. Yo, this video is like an hour long, so I'm just gonna split it up into 2 parts. Appreciate y'all for watching.